Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Dave's Top 3,000 Songs of the Rock Era. Today I'm up to song number 2197, and that one is Games People Play by the Alan Parsons Project. This one came out in 1981. Here's a picture of the single, and it was also released on their 1980 album called The Turn of a Friendly Card. Um, Before I continue, I decided to feature this song to karaoke. So please stick around to the end of the video to watch my performance of this song. I hope I do okay with it. Anyway, I guess I'll start by talking about the song, Games People Play by the Alan Parsons Project. There have been several songs with this title, by the way. First one I know of was by Joe South. I just featured another one of his songs about a week ago. He did a pretty excellent version of his song called Games People Play. There was another one by the Spinners that I heard was actually influenced by Joe South's original version, even though I'd say the theme of that song is a little more positive. And then finally, the Alan Parsons Project, they had a song with the same title. I'd say the kind of meaning of the Alan Parsons Project song Games People Play is pretty similar to Joe South. It's a cynical song about, kind of these deceptive games that people play in our society, usually to, take advantage of someone. We're not really direct with each other. I think most people do play various types of social games. Most of my life, I haven't really, I've always considered myself a very honest person. I don't usually try to deceive anybody, although Lord knows I've been deceived by many, many people over my lifetime. I think most of us do play games, one type or another. Anyway, just thought I'd mention that. Yeah, and I guess that's pretty much enough said about the song Games People Play. Now I'll talk about the group. It was a duo, the Alan Parsons Project. They were formed in London in 1975. They were together from 1975 to 1990. And they're considered what's called a progressive rock. They had a lot of session musicians that played along with them on most of their recordings. As a matter of fact, some of their session musicians were so regular that they were even considered, by many to be members of the band itself. The songs kind of reflect games people play is just an example. I'd say most of their songs reflect a lot of common, social and cultural themes. Um, I think they've had a lot of pretty great songs, and now I'm just going to go through their hits. So their first hit in 1976 was called "The System of Dr. Tar and Professor Feather." That one went to number 37. They followed that up with "The Raven," which was a tribute to the poem called "The Raven" by Edgar Allan Poe. That one went to number 80. And then in 1977, they had a song called "I Wouldn't Want to Be Like You," which went to number 36. And they followed that up with "Don't Let It Snow," which went to number 92. And then in 1978, they had a song called "What Goes Up," which went to number 87. In 1979, they had "Damned If I Do," which went to 27. In 1981, they had a song I'm featuring today, "Games People Play," which went to number 16. And then they had their first top 10 song called "Time," that went to number 10. That's another song with many other songs with the same title. One by Pink Floyd, one by um, Time, who was a Culture Club. And then in 1982, they had a song called Eye in the Sky," which went to number 3. In 1984, they had a song called "Don't Answer Me," which went to number 4, and "Prime Time," which went to 10. Finally, in 1985, they had a song called "Days Are Numbered," subtitled "The Traveler," which went to number 11. So, fair number of hit songs for the Alan Parsons Project. I've got several more coming up by them later on my list. So anyway, I guess that's enough said about the song games people play as well as the Alan Parsons Project. Now, as promised, I am gonna feature this one to karaoke. So sit back and enjoy. Here it goes. Where do we go from here now that all of the children are growing up? And how do we spend our lives if there's no one to lend us a hand? I don't want to live here no more. I don't want to stay. And gonna spend the rest of my life quietly fading away. Oh, games people play, you take it or you leave it. Things that they say are not right. If I promise you the moon and the stars, would you believe it? Games that you play in the middle of the night. Where do we go from here now that all of the children have grown up? And how do we spend our time if there's no one to give us a damn? I don't want to live here no more. I don't want to stay. And gonna spend the rest of my life currently fading away. Yeah, games people play, you take it or you leave it. Things that they say just don't make it right. If I'm telling you the truth right now, do you believe it? Games people play in the middle of the night. Got a pretty long instrumental break here. There's what root to it. Pretty unusual sound effects in the song. Like I said, they're a progressive rock band. Jungle, which I guess is a metaphor for the song. Comes again. Games people play, you take it or you leave it. Things that they say are not right. If I promise you the moon and the stars, would you believe it? Games people play in the middle of the night. Games people play, you take it or you leave it. Things that they say just don't make it right. If I'm telling you the truth right now, do you believe it? Games people play in the middle of the night. Okay, I think that went pretty well. That was my karaoke performance of games people play in the style of the Alan Parsons Project. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Anyway, thank you for watching. You guys rock, and I'll see you next time. Bye.